I'm standing here on behalf of the Director General, Kenya Wildlife Service, Brigadier Retired John Waweru, who is trying to find his way here, but he will be able to join us shortly. So let me do the protocol bit. Shola, of course, Director, Public Policy, Netflix, Chair, KTB, CEO, KTB, all the invited guests. Oh, there's another board of, oh yes, and board of directors of KTB. I still need my job, by the way. So board of directors of KTB. You never know these things. So let me start by saying that today is very special for us as Kenya Wildlife Service and the Conservation Fraternity. It confirms one thing, that in partnership, we can achieve more. Just an example of seeing how we work with Netflix, working with KTB, working with the community in protecting this very important place in Kasigau. And of course, understanding that this is within Tsavo ecosystem. And by the way, for some of you who may not know, Tsavo is the ecosystem, has the largest park system in the country and the 4th largest park system in Africa. So you have over 22,000 square kilometers which is used for protecting and conserving wildlife. So let me also appreciate the partnership of Kenya Tourism Board, the media, who have made it possible for us to celebrate today. I'm also excited, and I'm talking about the DG, this is what I was meant to say. He's very excited to watch the documentary. I hope he'll be here in time to watch the documentary. And this is an example of transformation happening in conservation. Sometimes for us in conservation, we don't get to say our stories the way they are, because we think this is what we do and we do it well. Transformation in terms of engaging the community, transformation in terms of the small things that we do that provide resources, transforms the livelihood of community members, but also increase the numbers of wildlife. Understanding that, of course, if you look at the numbers, 60% of our wildlife actually operates outside the protected areas. It's during seasons like now, when we have drought, that most of this wildlife come back into the park. But occasionally, they remember to go back outside the protected areas. Of course, there's one common thing. They are all looking for some resource, water. And so that leads us to human-wildlife conflict. And so today, we are very excited that through this partnership, some of these challenges will be managed. Climate change is real, as we mentioned. Today we have drought. But I have just been told, I was talking to our scientists, like sure as there is day and night, in a short while, what's going to follow? What's going to follow? Floods. Because the ground is so dry. The day is going to rain. So the most important thing is, how do we start to put in place reservoirs? How do we start to place where this running water can actually be tapped and we can use it? So ladies and gentlemen, let us now sit back, relax, and enjoy the amazing documentary. That's not me who has said, that's the Director General KWS who said. Thank you very much.
He's not here, but he knows exactly what's going to happen. So it's now time to really sit back, relax, and enjoy the documentary. This is the first ever screening, so only the producers have seen it, no one else. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Kasigau Redd++ project.
Over time, we've created nearly 250,000 protected spaces in almost every country on Earth, on land, in the sea, even in some of our endangered polar regions. Nature is so resilient, you just give it a chance. But in this world that's getting warmer and more crowded, we've got to do more. And if we're going to hang on to more of these wild places we depend on, each of us has a role to play.
As well as raising environmental awareness through stories like our great national parks, Netflix is supporting some inspiring nature-based projects led by partner organizations around the world as part of its public Net Zero Plus nature commitment. By investing in something called carbon credits, from pioneering projects that are not only finding ways to look after nature's existing carbon storage, but to turn it into credit. Investment that yields rewards for nature and for people too. So how do carbon credits actually work in practice? This is the Kasigau Redd+Documentary project run by Wildlife Works in Zuru.
Karibu Kasigau Redd project, Kenya. Wildlife plus human coexist.
Located between two national parks, Savo East and Savo West, the Kasigau Redd+ project is an inspiring example of how conservation, collaboration, and community can effectively come together to create sustainable change. As well as protecting the incredible wildlife that calls this place home, the project also retains a mighty 2,000 square kilometers of valuable dryland forest, thousands of trees, and precious healthy soil that locks away carbon, preventing it from entering our atmosphere and keeping this wild space healthy. But what's been particularly pioneering about this forest conservation project is that, as well as helping the wilderness, it focuses on investing into the community here too. With over 120,000 local people benefiting from the project since it started over 25 years ago. This wild space looked and felt very different to how it does today.
Before the project started, this area, it was almost turning as a desert. We have livestock everywhere, every corner of this area. People were coming in, doing charcoal burning freely because there were no controls at all.
Charcoal burning involves burning wood to create fuel that's used across Kenya for cooking and heating. But in the process, it creates large-scale deforestation and releases tons of carbon emissions into our atmosphere, destroying precious ecosystems and valuable carbon storage. And charcoal burning wasn't the only challenge facing the forest.
A lot of our forests were cleared for what we call the slash and burn agriculture, where people clear massive chunks of land. Those were very unsustainable projects that happened before wildlife works.
10 years back, most of the wildlife like elephants and giraffes were going extinct due to poaching activities. But recently, due to wildlife works coming in, lots of wildlife have been protected, which brings their hopes for the future generation.
So when the project started, we had 0 elephants within the area. And as time goes by, the numbers started increasing because there was a lot of security within the project area. The area was well maintained, we looked after the trees, so there was no more logging, there was no more poaching. And now elephants started finding this as a safe home because they were not poached.
Thanks to the project in coordination with conservation partners on the ground, elephant poaching has decreased from almost 50 being poached in a single year at the height of the crisis to an average of 2 to 3 elephants per year today. This is a huge conservation success story of which unarmed rangers play a vital role by helping to create a safe haven for wildlife, monitoring for poachers from the sky and on the ground. A key part of this project is empowering women to take on vital roles in the community.
In our society, women are not considered anything. To be a female ranger is a good thing because for me, I didn't know if I can do this job, but it was a passion inside me. I remember one day that we came and I arrested a poacher. I didn't realize that I can arrest a poacher. There were 2 of them. I caught one of them, and it was the best day of my life because I arrested him and I took him to court and he was jailed.
As well as protecting elephants, keeping this wild space healthy is also important for many other species that live here. Scientists monitor the health of the environment through surveys and camera traps, data and measurements which inform how the project is impacting the wilderness and where there is room to improve, making sure there is continued positive change for the corridor and surrounding national parks. But the relationship between people and wildlife isn't always an easy one.
The biggest problem here is human wildlife conflict. That is the giant, that is the elephant in the room. So that is the problem which is affecting me. A lion comes and eats your cattle, you don't pay. Elephant comes and eats your crops, you don't pay.
We've been able to work with community members, come up with ideas on how we can enhance the human wildlife conflict. This involves coming up with elephant deterrent measures like putting up a side fence, which has really worked well for farms. We've tried to build more water plants in the sanctuary so that wildlife cannot come to the community areas. They can access pasture, there's water, etc. And we've seen it working well. And this is because of the collaboration between wildlife works, the rangers team, the community, and all of us. We've come together, we've agreed that we will make sure that these forests are here, they are intact, so that we can continue getting the benefits that come from those forests.
Community projects range from eco-charcoal production that doesn't damage the forest, to projects that generate sales from the production of eco-friendly products made from local materials like soaps, fabrics, clothing, and local crafts like basket weaving, to greenhouse activities like tree nurseries and agricultural programs that teach people sustainable farming techniques, all led by different parts of the community, including groups for women, for youth, and for people with disabilities. The communities here are encouraged to think about their priorities and to propose ideas on where the funds generated by carbon credit sales